there YouTube. Today I'm going to show you all this 2001 Audi TT with 55,000 miles. This is the convertible model, and this is the first ever tour of a TT that I've ever done. Now, this is the first generation for the TT, which commenced in '99, ended in 2006 until it was replaced by a newer model. It was based off the Volkswagen MK4 platform. So I mean, it's nothing all that new. Sports the 1.8T engine, meaning a turbocharged 1.8 liter, making 180 horsepower. This isn't a Quattro model. It's paired to a 5-speed manual, but you're going to see in a moment that it's a little bit of a tease. When you sit inside, you'll see a shift knob that shows 6 gears, but there's actually 5. You'd think this were the Quattro model with a higher horsepower engine, but it's not. That was something the previous owner did. I'll admit that I love the styling of this thing. Nothing else out on the road looks quite like it. Unfortunately, it was built during a time when Volkswagen and Audi wasn't praised for having excellent reliability. It really sucked those days. You can see this side looking pretty good too. Oh, one good thing, I love that the top actually sports real glass, not that clear plastic thing. It may have fell out at some point or it's leaking all this silicone. Look inside the trunk, shall we? And definitely more than just a grocery holder. You can definitely fit quite a few Thanksgiving turkeys in here. The opening is a little bit narrow, but not bad at all. It's a very deep trunk. There's spare or inflatable tires in there. I'm not gonna bother looking into that. You do have this jack. But yeah, trunk space is fairly decent. Much better than the Miata and the Honda S2000 in my opinion. And such a solid trunk lid too, it just closed with a thud. This TT rides on 225/45/17s, rear disc brakes of course, has some curb rash right there. Now remember, this is a 2-seater, it's a convertible. If it were the coupe you would have had a back seat, but it's just useless. This interior doesn't look dated at all, very modern looking. And I guess it has some retro look to it, I don't know, but it's very attractive. Materials on the door panel, very good. Everything's padded and soft to the touch. I love the exposed stitching, power mirror controls, and I believe these are the power windows. Very odd location though, blocked off over here. This plastic piece, all scratched up though. So I am not sure what this lever is supposed to do, possibly lumbar support or maybe adjustments for thigh support. Not sure. I'll find out in a moment. Lift that over there and you can slide the seat back and forth, and this is to adjust the backrest. It kind of reminds me of the Mazda rotary engines. Tip this latch over here and the backrest tilts. First aid kit hidden in there. There is no first aid kit, but the CD changer's still there. Seems to be a 6-disc setup. Of course, a little pocket. While I'm still back here, get a look at the roll bars. Now this handle is for adjusting the height of the seat. I noticed that once I sat inside, when I pull the seat back and forth with all of my body weight, it sort of elevates somewhat. It's a bit of a hassle though. Quite the pain in the ass in my opinion. Look at the key fob, very simple. Lock, unlatch the trunk, unlock, flip out the physical key. Panic is on the side. Alrighty, I think this interior will be very quick to describe to you all. And as a reminder, this is my first ever tour of one. Now, when it comes to comfort, the seats themselves are very good, supportive and etc. Bolstered very well on the backrest, lower section too. You can see how plush they look. I am lacking thigh support. Remember, there's no thigh support adjustments just for the height. So that kind of sucks. You can see how my legs are just up in the air, so that's quite annoying. Now I have the seat rolled all the way back to the point that it's cramming onto this panel over here. I'm just begging for more room. So this really isn't a suitable car for tall folks like me. I'm 6'1", by the way. I mean, it's tolerable, but I think in the long run I would just get sick of driving this car after a while. I think it would be golden if had I been 5'8". Now interior quality isn't bad. Audi's usually pretty good with this. Everything is soft to the touch all over the dashboard. The glove box as well. The lid isn't damped, oddly enough. Maybe it is and the cord is just broken, has latches on each side, and this is such a pathetic excuse of a glove box. That little tiny little slot right there. This is where you deactivate the airbag if you wish. The seat heaters on each side. defogger, hazards, traction control. Radio's just under there, has the cassette, and you guys saw the CD changer behind the driver's seat. The dual zone automatic climate control. This ashtray really felt so chintzy, very cheap. And this previous owner just smoked his life away, I'm pretty sure. Whenever he coughs, he just breathes out ashes. Push this over here for this little cubby. Fuel filler lid, not exactly sure what this is. And to unlatch the trunk. All of this is a plastic finish, feels very cheap along with that ashtray again. Now this shift knob indicates 6 gears, but it clearly isn't the case, just watch. Now you push for reverse, like so, right? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, and yeah, there's no 6 there. So yeah, this is a 5-speed manual. Previous owner just had to satisfy his ego, I think. E-brake. Door locks down here, and this is to lower the windscreen or that window. I don't know if that works when the top is up like so. Not sure. Little cubby back there. Oh, clipped right off already. Steering wheel's thick, leather wrapped, bolstered nicely here. Intermittent speed wipers, and here on the turn signal stock, the cruise control. Headlamps, pull for fogs, panel dim. And check out this sun visor. Opens from this direction. You only have a mirror, no vanity light. Map lights right there, dome lights so that they come on when you open the doors. And here is the driver's side. Previous owner, the dealer who's selling it, put this wire so nobody can open it. It looks like they tried to open it from this direction and yanked it down. Now let's open this top. Push this here, unlock it, push this button, and there she blows. Hidden. And I think this window will work now. Yeah. So it does work. I mean, this car has its flaws, but it really looks sexy, and sexier with the top down. Close that fuel filler lid, just killing the look here. If this car were roomier for me and reliability wasn't so much of a concern, I definitely wouldn't mind owning this thing. It just looks gorgeous. Alright, let me close the convertible top from this angle. Hope this thing doesn't slap me on the head. Like so. That's all it is to it, very simple. And here's the 1.8 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. Has 5 valves per cylinder, so 20 valve total. Dual overhead cam, of course. Can't see a damn thing, everything is covered up. I find that quite unnecessary because Audi in general usually does a great job in presenting their engines, but they went the Hyundai route in putting plastic all over the entire thing. 180 horsepower, by the way. Very rev-happy engine, love that. Verbally exhaust too. Windows closed. Somewhat buzzy in the high end, but still pleasant because of the purpley exhaust note again. So guys, I just had to show you all of this titty. Thank goodness it's not an exposed nipple that mimics a spore. And again, it's in decent shape aside from the sun visor being broken. This one doesn't seem to be plagued with anything major, just that the display right there is all pixelated. So guys, thanks again for watching and hope you'll enjoyed this tour.